Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My first, I think I might have to try and write a little bit bigger on this bad boy, but finally covering the arena saga of the Calgary Flames and basically everything that they've been going through. So as you can see, it's it's written out. Like I said, I probably have to write a little better here, but yeah, I've kind of got the history of the Saddle Dome here and exactly what they're dealing with. But before I get into that, if you are new to the channel, it'd be hopefully you enjoy it. Excuse me. If you do, it'd be awesome if you hit like and subscribe. That'd be fantastic. And so let's get into this. So the Scotiabank Saddle Dome, which started out as the Olympic Saddle Dome, that wasn't built. The Flames had played after the Flames moved from Atlanta to Calgary. They played 3 years at the Stampede Corral. They played there up until 1983, and then October 15th in 1983, the Saddle Dome opens. The Calgary City Council owns the Saddle Dome, and so they've been playing there since 1983. They've been there a long time. And July 30th of 2019, right here, the Calgary City Council voted 11-4 to approve a brand new arena for the Flames at the initial cost was $608.5 million, where 550 of that was going to be split between the city and CSEC, which is the Calgary Sports and Entertainment Corporation. The city would provide 90% of the land demo and excess site remediation for a total city contribution of $297.4 million, where the Calgary Municipal Land Corporation, CMLC, they were also, as this was going on, they were removed as the development managers. So already it's it started out promising, and then it just kind of went off the rails relatively quickly. So they're removed as the development managers. They figured about $12.5 million were added for potential overruns on the arena. The city added another $10 million in event costs. So the other additional costs that were going to be approximately $16.1 million, the city offered to assist with $6.4 million of that for the roadways and that, but that left $9.7 million for the team to cover. Well, then the team backed out, and it's been a cluster ever since the team backed out, and they've said that until they get a deal done with the Saddle Dome, they'll stay playing in the Saddle Dome, but it's crazy. And they do have they have been talking ever since. They keep discussing what they can do, but again, it's not looking the best. But and it's crazy the way the city got down to it, that the team backed out basically over like an extra not quite $10 million in overruns, which only was like a 1.5% of the cost of the whole deal. And they couldn't figure out, well, why would we do, why? why would they back out? Now, granted, this whole deal was approved under the old mayor, and a new mayor came in, and the new mayor didn't really like any of this. She was not fond of any of this deal, but they were still willing to work with the team to try to figure out what to do and how to come up with something. And City Hall, they're still optimistic that something can be done, but there is a November deadline where they're going into November to figure out their budget cycle for 2023 to 26. So they got to figure out what they can, there are funds left over that have already been approved for arena costs. So, they wouldn't go against what the taxpayers have already put into it. But they initially thought that the development was only like a 1-year deal, the development permit. Well, come to find out, it's a 3-year deal. So they have, they have a little leeway there. They do have time, but this stuff is getting done. Will probably be getting done right before Thanksgiving here, and so we'll have to see exactly if they can come up with something, but because it was looking too from what I was looking at, the initial deal was for $608.5 million. Well, with the overruns and everything else, this deal was looking like it was going to be about $650 million. So, it's trying to figure out, how to split those costs is an interesting dynamic, especially when you have, two parties that are just at each other's throats. When you got the Calgary Sports and Entertainment Corporation, which runs the Calgary Flames, and the Municipal Land Corporation, with them along with the mayor's office, trying to figure out what all to do, and to come up with something where they can, easily come up with something, as like an even split, which they were initially. It was gonna be an even split of $550 million. They were gonna split that. That seemed just fine with them. But then, the overruns come in, and the whole deal, it looks like it's supposed to be worth about $650 million, and yeah, the Flames are they're gonna be playing another season in the Saddle Dome. Another interesting thing too, the Saddle Dome is falling apart. There are pieces that are falling off of the arena, and so they got to figure something out here soon. I mean, I don't know how much longer they can really play dealing with an arena that is literally falling apart. So it's a crazy deal. And like I said, the latest deadline is probably right around early to mid-November. And like I said, City Hall they're confident they can still get something worked out. But I don't know. I guess it depends on what the team wants to do. And I've seen renderings of what the new arena would look like, and it looks fabulous. It really does. And they got to figure this out. Calgary figured it, or not Calgary. That's who I'm dealing with here. Edmonton figured this out. And the crazy thing is, public money is always a touchy thing. Trying to come up with an arena deal when you're dealing with owners who are worth a ton of money, but they want the city to pay for it. It's always a touchy subject. I mean, I know here in Minnesota, we built U.S. Bank Stadium for the Minnesota Vikings, and a good majority of that, even though their owner is worth a few $1 billion, most of that arena is funded by public money. Now, unlike down in Dallas, the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones, he built that whole arena himself. That was over $2 billion he put into that stadium of his own money. He didn't hang the taxpayers for anything on that. That was all his money. So it's always an interesting dynamic, when it comes to arena deals. How's it going to be paid for? How's it going to be built? When's it going to be built? But again, who's going to pay for it? Is it going to be the owner, or is it going to be the taxpayers? And how is that getting split? This has been a crazy thing. And the fact that this was voted on in July of 2019, this was initially approved on. So they have been dealing with this for well over 3 years now. And again, now the Saddle Dome is officially falling apart. It's crazy. But again, hopefully they can get something worked out, because the Flames, it's a natural hockey market. They've been there for over 40 years, and it would be, it's literally they will be entering their 40th year playing in the Saddle Dome here coming up. So hopefully they can get this figured out, because and the fact that it is literally falling apart, they got to get something figured out there. I remember when I read that story about pieces actually falling off of the building, I was like, okay, it's time. It's time. Put down all the petty bickering, whatever. Get this done. Get this figured out, so these guys can stay in Calgary, because, this is a team that's a pretty good team. It looked like they were going to be in some serious trouble when they lost Johnny Gaudreau and Matthew Tkachuk, but then they go and they work it out, and they get Jonathan Huberdeau. They get then they've definitely improved their team, and and they got Nazem Kadri, and so it's going to be interesting. And Calgary, it's just they love hockey up in Calgary. They really do. So hopefully they can get this figured out, because it honestly looked like it wasn't that much. It was overruns, but what project isn't going to have an overrun? They're going to have overrun. Everything, every kind of project has overruns on costs, on whatever. Cost of roadways, costs of malls or whatever, shopping centers, whatever they wanted to put there. There's always going to be overruns of some kind. And the fact that it basically had a gap of literally just less than $10 million, that basically was the point that the team said, we're out. I thought that was that's a little, come on. You're already willing to put in more than 300 million plus into this arena. So, why would you want to, bail on $10 million when you're already going to put in over 300 million? just didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. But yeah, so like I said, the Calgary, the budget cycle goes from 2023 to 2026. They have money that's already been allocated for arena funds that that isn't going to be nailed, that the taxpayers aren't going to be nailed on. It's already funds and reserves that have already been there, and so and they have the land development deal for 3 years. They initially thought it was only for 1, but it's 3. So, like I said, hopefully they can get this figured out, because Calgary is a great hockey market. Their fans are phenomenal, and yeah. So, good luck to the city of Calgary, and good luck to the Flames on hopefully trying to get this thing worked out. And if they do get this deal worked out, I will do a video talking about that. And yeah, definitely thinking I might, because I know it's on video here, it might, you guys might not be able to read it the best, so I might have to try to write a little bit bigger. But when you got a lot of you got a good chunk of information, you got to try to fit it all in. So, but yeah, this is the first video using the board, and using the new stand that I got for pretty good price. Can't go wrong when it's 50% off. So yeah, that is the current issue of the Calgary Flames. So let's hope that they can get something worked out, and within the next couple of years, maybe we can get a brand new state-of-the-art arena for the Calgary Flames and for their fans and just everything else. So that is the current situation of what's going on with the Flames, with the Calgary Flames arena deal. And yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed that. And if you did, awesome. Hopefully you're able to make it all the way through. And again, if you haven't done so already, if you like the video, it'd be awesome if you hit like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. I'd like to, I'm still trying to see how close I can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if I can get anywhere close to that, that'd be fantastic. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Also, don't be afraid to join the Discord. I'll put the link to the Discord in the description. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this whole Flames arena deal. Do you guys think it's going to get done? Do you not? Are you in favor of it? Are you not in favor of it? Let me know what you guys think. Again, if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe. If you're new and you enjoy the content, obviously hit like and subscribe. Comment below whether or not the deal is good or not. Of course, like I said, the link to the Discord will be in the description. And yeah, to me, I hope this gets done sooner rather than later. Maybe who knows? Maybe by the end of the year we can get a deal finalized and get this new arena built for the Calgary Flames, or get this new arena started for the Calgary Flames. That would be awesome. And again, hit like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the content. I'll see you guys later.